Good morning dear students, welcome once again. This time we are going to read class 7 civics chapter number 4, growing up as boys and girls. In our society, if we see, there are certain difference in growing up of boy and girl. What is the difference? Little differences like if she is a girl, she is given dolls to play. If he is a boy, he is given gun toys, right? Moreover, girls need to speak softly, whereas boys need to talk rough, doesn't matter, and there are several differences, right? So about those differences which the society has created, about those things we need to study, and that came here as a chapter growing up as boys and girls. Let's see the keywords, the glossary of this chapter first. The first word is identity. Everybody is having the identity card, isn't it? So identity gives what do we call? Identity what gives what? Identity gives a particular specific thing about a person, right? So identity means self-awareness. That is the key. Self-own awareness, to know about yourself is the identity. Self-awareness of who one is. That means what the person is. That is the meaning of identity. So if the question will be asked, what is identity? You can simply say the self-awareness of who one is. For example, whether a person is a music teacher, whether the person is a music learner, whether a person is a dancer, whether he is a boy or whether she is a girl. Okay, what the person is, that is the identity. Self-awareness of what one is. Okay, that is self-awareness. Self-awareness of who one is. Clear? Whether he is a sister, whether that boy, that man is a boy or a man or a girl or a woman, whether he is a magician, whether he is a dancer, and several other identities. Right? Yes. In our society, we know each other by their identity. Okay? Awareness of who one is. Right? Yes. Another term is double burden. Double burden. Double twice, two times. Burden load. So it means double load. That means if anything becomes a double, especially difficulty, that is a double burden. For example, if a woman is working in house also and she is a teacher, she is working outside also. So she is working outside as well as inside the home. So it is a double burden. Okay, double load. She has to take care of the house also. Moreover, she needs to take care of the school also. So double load, double burden. Clear? Yes. Another term is caregiving. Looking after. Looking after, giving care. Looking after is a phrase which means to give the care. Right? So caregiving, looking after, and nurturing. Nurturing means growing, developing, right? Yes. So looking after and developing, making a development is known as caregiving, right? Yes. So looking after and nurturing means caregiving. Another term is devalued. Not given the value means devalued. Suppose if you are a boy and you have worked days and nights for the preparation of the birthday of your friend, you have hanged up balloons, you have made the decoration, you have brought the cake, everything you have done for celebration of your friend's birthday. But if the friend didn't even thank you once, that means no value has been given to you. That is the meaning of devalue. When someone is not given the recognition, when someone is not given the appropriate identity, the recognition for work they have done. Okay? So when someone is not given the value, not given the recognition for work they have done. If you have done some work and nobody has appreciated it, nobody has told anything about it, it means you are devalued. Right? Yes. These are some of the important terms of this chapter: identity, double burden, caregiving, and devalue. Okay? Yes. Now, let's begin our chapter. Growing up in Samoa in 1920s. In Pacific Ocean, you know there are 5 oceans in the world, right? Pacific Ocean is there, Indian Ocean is there, Atlantic Ocean is there, Arctic Ocean is there, right? So, in Pacific Ocean, there is a small island. What is island? A piece of land surrounded by water from all the sides. That means a piece of land in the mid of river, lake, you can say in water body. Okay? So Samoa is an island in the Pacific Ocean. Okay? In the midst of the Pacific Ocean, or in the southern part, you can say, of the Pacific Ocean, in the southern part of Pacific Ocean, there are group of small islands. Small islands are there. Okay? That is known as Samoa Island. Samoan Island. Okay. So Samoan Islands are lying in the southern part of Pacific Ocean. In 1920s, if we talk about the previous period, if we talk about the days which have gone, in 1920s, Samoan children did not go to school. Those were golden days, isn't it? You did not need to come to school. You need not to learn. Okay. So it is a story of 1920s when Samoan children, the children living in Samoa Island, okay, they did not go to school. There was no need of school. There was no school. Okay. People were unaware about the schools. By the time, at that time, boy is 9 years old. When the boy reach 9 years, when the boy becomes 9-year-old, they join older boys in learning outdoor jobs like fishing, because they were living in midst of an ocean, so water is everywhere. So when the boy becomes 9 years of age, because there is nothing to study, there is no education, so as soon as the boy becomes 9 years of age, they join the older boys, they join their bhaiyas, bade bhaiyas, they join older boys and start learning the outdoor jobs like fishing. They used to carry out their activity of learning. And what was the activity? Activity of fishing, to catch the fish. Clear? And girls continue looking after small children. When the girl becomes 9 years of age, or when the girl, as soon as she grows up, because no studies were there, she didn't bother about the education, they don't have to bother about education, they continue looking after the small children and works for adult. Okay, they look after children, they take care of small children and work for adult till they were teenager, till they were at the age of 13. Teenager age of 13. So girls continue to look after the small children and work for adult. They take care of children and they take care of adults till they were 13, till they reach the age of 13. After 14 years of age, when the girls also reach 14 years of age, girls went on fishing trips. They also continue going for the fishing trips. They also start learning fishing and also learn how to weave basket, how to make basket. So this is the story of Samoan Island, where boys after 9 years of age only they join older boys, their bhaiyas, and they start learning the activity of fishing, whereas girls take care of small children and adults. And when they become 14 years of age, they start learning weaving baskets, making baskets and fishing. Clear? This is the story of Samoan Island. Why this story has been given? Here also there is a difference between boy and girl. The boy used to start fishing at the age of 9 years. After 9, that means at the age of 10 years. Whereas girls start fishing at the age of 14 years. This is what a society is. Everywhere there is a differentiation between boys and girls, right? Yes, which is made by the society. That's why this story has been given. They don't need to study. There was no name of school over there. So everyone started learning about the activity at an early age. Okay, this is the story. Now, valuing housewife. If I am going to talk about the housewife, the women who work from morning till night for the household works, they are housewives. But we are not giving the value to a housewife. Why? Because they are not paid. In fact, if I am coming to the school, I am going to get paid. But because housewives are not given the money for the work she do in the house, that work is devalued. Their work is not appreciated. Their work is not considered. Clear? Yes. So valuing housewife. Here is also a story, small story. Hermit's family. Hermit means name of a man who is a Sikh. Hermit's family did not value the wife's Jaspreet's work. Hermit and Jaspreet are husband and wife, but Hermit's family, Hermit's daughter, Hermit's son, Hermit's father, Hermit's mother did not value, did not give respect to the work of Jaspreet's work, his wife's work. Okay? She does the work of looking after the family. Jaspreet does the work of looking after the family, especially children. That means Jaspreet does the work of looking after the family, taking care of family. Usually, generally, work done by housewife is not regarded as work just because they are not being paid for. Clear? Yes. See the story. Try to understand the story. Jaspreet's work were not considered as work. It is not recognized as work just because she is not paid for it. Clear? So society devalues this work. This work of housewife is being devalued. Clear? Yes. That is the actuality. Now, lives of domestic workers. Domestic workers, those worker, those women who are working for your houses, who come to your house to work, moreover housewives also, right? Now what about the lives of domestic workers? Most domestic workers are women. Mind you, in our country, domestic workers are mainly women. That's why girls are always given the priority to learn the household work, right? Yes. Wages, salary, paid are low, very less. As a domestic worker, domestic work is not regarded as valuable. The maid, the servant who used to come to your house and do the household work, their salary is less, very less. Why it is less? Because this work of domestic, that means houseworks, are not given value. Understood? Yes, that's why the wages paid, the salary paid to the domestic workers are very less. Okay. Women's work and equality. Now, women's work. What is the work of women and their equality? The inequality, that means difference. The inequality between men and women has to be dealt with thorough inspection by government. This inequality, this difference between the men and women are dealt with, are being dealt by the government by thorough inspection, complete viewing, complete seeing. Okay, so this inequality the government tries to remove by thorough inspection. How? The constitution says, the constitution tells that being male or female should not become a reason for discrimination, should not become a reason for difference. So if you are a male or if there is a female, it should not be a matter of making a discrimination. But usually we in the society always makes a difference. Suppose if I am making a construction of a building, I called the workers, men 350 rupees per day, women 200 rupees per day. There lies the difference, dear. Right? So people always from the very beginning made a discrimination between men and women in the society. That's why constitution tells that male or female should not become a reason for discrimination. The government has set up Anganwadis. Anganwadi, yes, or child care center. You go and visit the locality or ask your father and mother what is Anganwadi. They are going to tell you where women, children are being taken care of. Small organization of government who gives treatment also to the poor children. Moreover, they give food, clothes to the poor people, right? To the downtrodden society of women, right? So the government has set up Anganwadis or child care centers in several villages where they take care of small children, whether they are getting the adequate nourishment, food or not. If not, food will be provided from their side. So these are the works being carried out by Anganwadis or child care centers. That means one who is taking care of child. Okay. So Anganwadis are set up by the government in several villages and has passed laws, and it has also passed laws that make it mandatory, that make it statutory, that make it compulsory for organizations, that make it mandatory mandatory for organizations that have more than 30 women employees to provide creche facilities. Wherever, it's a rule made by government that wherever 30 women are working, you should provide a creche facility. Creche facility means a facility where your children should be taken care of. Okay? Yes. If you are a woman and if you have small children, you go to the workplace with your children, leave your child in the creche and work. That facility should be provided. Okay? So the government has set up Anganwadis or child care center in several villages in the country and has passed the laws that make it mandatory for organization. Okay? That make it mandatory for the organization that have more than 30 women employees. Wherever there is 30 women employees, you should provide a creche facility. Okay? Yes. Now the chapter has got finished. Coming on to the question answer, there are certain statements given. You have to identify whether that is true or false. Moreover, if it is true, you have to support your answer with the help of example, by giving an example, by the use of example from the society. Right? All societies do not think similarly about the roles that boys and girls play. All society do not think similarly regarding the roles that boys and girls play. True. Yes, all society does not think similarly. How come? In most societies, the roles women and men play or work, they are not valued equally. Whatever the role a male or a man or a woman plays in society, they are not valued equally. If woman is a housewife, yes, she is a housewife. If a man is an engineer, he is an engineer. He earns money. She is a housewife, no values. If she is a teacher, okay, she earns the money, she is a teacher. Like that only, right? So the work of men and women are not valued equally. They do not have the same status. They do not have same status. They do not have same respect. It is believed, it is thought that household work must be done by women while men do the office work, and society has given us the thought woman is born to take up the household work whereas men are born for the office work. See the difference, right? Yes, so that is the difference that society plays. Now another statement, our society does not make a difference between boys and girls when they are growing up. Is it true? False. It makes the distinction when the girls and boys are growing up. If you are a boy, you play with the guns. If you are a girl, you play with the doll. If you are a girl, wear frock, salwar. If you are a boy, you can wear shirts, t-shirts, pants. If you are a girl, you need to do household works. If you are a boy, go and do outdoor works. Right? Yes. So this statement is false. The distinction, the difference between boys and girls begins from a very young age. From the very beginning. For example, both were given different toys to play. Boys are given guns to play and girls dolls. Additionally, moreover, they were told how girls must dress, what games boys should play, how girls need to talk softly or boys need to be tough. Boys need to be tough. girls need to be soft like these. These are the teachings they provide in the society, right? Yes. Now, coming on to the next question. Number C. What is the statement? Women who stay at home do not work. Is it true? No, it is also false. Women who stay at work from days till night in the household works, cooking, cleaning, washing, okay, everything she does, but that is not a value, okay, false. So that statement is false. The responsibility of housework, the housework, for example, looking after children, cooking, washing clothes, cleaning, looking after elder, bear a lot of pressure, includes lot of pressure and hard work. Even after that, it is not recognized as work and presumed as natural work of women. Women were not given the value, though she works from day till night. But these works are considered as natural work of women. Though she is not being paid for, still she does every day this work. No holidays, no festivals, every day you need to eat. So who is going to cook food? The lady of the house, right? So these are the things. Another question. The work that women do is less valued than that of men. Yes, true. The work that women do has a lesser value than that of men. True. Okay, it is true. How? As men get paid for what they are doing in the offices and earns the livelihood, while a woman who is working from morning to night in household duties are not paid for. That's why men are given bigger values in comparison to women. The household work is considered a natural duty of women, and that's why it is less valued. Okay, that is the thing only, right? I think you might have understood. Now it's a time to note down your homework. Note down your homework here. First one is you have to define identity, devalued and double burden. Another question is whether this statement is true or false, you have to say and support your answer with the use of example. The statement is women who stay at home do not work. First you have to write whether this is true or false, and then you have to support your answer with the use of example. Okay, next time rest of the questions will be discussed, and I am going to discuss many more things. Okay, till then have a nice day, have a wonderful day. Bye dear.